Listen to me carefully. Your presence, your energy, your time, it's becoming too cheap. And I need you to understand something very important. The more accessible you make yourself, the less people value having access to you. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're that person that drops everything when someone needs you, right? You're running to help them move apartments. You're sending them money when they're short on rent. You're staying up until 3 a.m. listening to their relationship problems. And what happens? They start treating your kindness like it's nothing special, like it's just expected. But before I get into the rest of the video, hello, I'm Tiffany Celeste of Your Wellness Era. I create content that will help you become your best self by leveling up your mental health, prioritizing your self-care, evaluating your relationships, and creating a lifestyle of ease. So if any of these things sound interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so when I post, you never miss a video. When you make your presence expensive, when you make people work to have access to you, that's when they start treating you with the respect you deserve. Now, when I say expensive, I don't mean you need to charge people actual money to talk to you. But what I mean is that your energy, your time, your presence, it needs to cost something. It needs to require intentional effort and thoughtfulness from the other person. And what I mean by intentional effort and thoughtfulness is you don't want half-ass experiences with people. For example, I was in a relationship at one point in my life where the person I was dating was putting in minimal effort and was always throwing dates together at the last minute, but calling it spontaneity. But in actuality, it was half-ass effort disguised as spontaneity. Looking back, I don't even know if I can call it a date. Basically, we were meeting at the same location to eat at the same time while paying 50-50 most of the time. Like, I can't even believe some of the behaviors I accepted in the past, but you live and you learn. And when you know better, you do better, which is why I left that situation and uprooted my whole life and moved 2 states away and created a whole new life for myself. And I've never been happier. So, do you understand what I'm saying? Because right now, some of you may be experiencing similar situations and are easily available to people who don't even appreciate when you show up. They don't even notice the sacrifices you're making. You're like free Wi-Fi. Everyone wants to connect, but nobody values the connection. And you know what's funny? The same people who can reach you with one phone call are the same people who can text you at 2 a.m. and know you'll respond. They're the main ones who won't be there when you need them. When you're going through your storm, when you need a shoulder to cry on, when you need a word of encouragement, suddenly their phone is dead, or suddenly they're going through something as well and can't hold space for you when you need it. But you're not doing that anymore. Moving forward, you need to start making people earn their place in your life. I'm not talking about being mean or cruel. I'm talking about having standards. I'm talking about having boundaries. You need to get to a place where people understand that having access to you is a privilege, not a right. And I know someone needs to hear this, but stop being everyone's emergency contact. Stop being everyone's therapist. Stop being everyone's ATM. Because what happens is the more you give freely, the more people take freely. And before you know it, you're emptied out. You're drained. You're exhausted. And for what? For people who wouldn't even post you on your birthday. Make them earn it. And when I say earn it, I mean they need to show up for you the same way you show up for them. If they can't match your energy, if they can't match your loyalty, if they can't match your effort, then guess what? They don't get unlimited access to you anymore. You understand? So it's like this. Imagine you had to go through 3 security checkpoints before you could reach someone important. You'd think twice before bringing them trivial problems, right? You'd make sure what you needed to say was really worth their time. That's how people need to approach you. The moment you start making your presence expensive, watch how people's behaviors change. Watch how they start respecting your time more. Watch how they start appreciating your advice. Watch how they start valuing your energy. Because people don't respect what comes too easily. That's just human nature. You need to get to a place where people understand that having you in their life is not a given. It's not guaranteed. They need to maintain that privilege through their actions, through their loyalty, through their reciprocity. And if they can't do that, if they can't meet you at that level, then they need to watch you from afar like everybody else. Unfortunately, some people have to learn things the hard way. Do you remember when you were little and you didn't appreciate your toys or the things that your parents did for you? You took things for granted and things got taken away. You got put on punishment. So you have to think of it like that in your adult life as well. When people don't appreciate you, when people take you for granted, you take yourself away. You deny access to people when they treat you that way. Because here's the truth, you are not a free resource. You are not an unlimited supply of energy that people can tap into whenever they feel like it. You are precious, you are valuable, and it's time you start acting like it. Make your presence expensive. Make people work to be in your inner circle, and watch how your life changes. Watch how the quality of your relationships improve. Watch how your energy stays protected, because when you value yourself highly enough to make others earn their place in your life, that's when you start attracting people who will value you just as much as you value yourself. So remember this, you're not being mean by having standards. You're not being selfish by having boundaries. You're just honoring your worth and denying access to people who don't value you. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And please do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you want more personal development and self-care resources, sign up for my Sacred Circle monthly newsletter, and I'll have it linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.